Second amended complaint brings a claim for defamation and a claim for tortious interference, correct?
Correct.
And for defamation, you allege that a statement about you having sex with Dolly, aka Dolly Vision, or sexual intercourse with someone named Dolly, aka Dolly Vision, is defamatory, correct?
I don't know that I don't think that's the actual defamatory aspect of it. I think her saying I screwed him in a car is the defamatory part. I think that the the harassment nature of it and the malicious nature of the statement is the defaming part of it because it didn't happen.
So again, I want to know exactly what was said. All I've gotten so far that QB said is that you were in the back seat of a car with Dolly.
Let me clarify for the I don't know specifically verbatim what she specifically said.
So do you recall whether or not there is a URL in the Second Amendment complaint where we can see that QB said that was defamatory?
I'm unsure without looking at it.
You allege that my client also said that you had sex with JLR, correct?
And she did.
And you were in a relationship with JLR, right?
Yep.
Did you ever have sexual contact with JLR?
Yes, sir.
So if my client were to say that you had sex with JLR, that wouldn't necessarily be false, would it?
She had no knowledge, but you're right. It would not necessarily be false. But she had
Okay.
no knowledge before making those statements.
Did you ever overnight camp or otherwise sleep in a car with him?
We've done both. I've camped with him out in North Carolina. I was forced to sleep in a car in Oregon. So yes, I've gone camping. I've slept in a car with him in I guess it would be considered Oregon and Idaho because of the line. So,
Have you ever had sexual intercourse with Dolly Vision?
yes.
Okay. I just want to make sure I'm clear on this. What steps did you take to preserve the evidence that you based paragraph 105 on?
The same as I previously answered.
Which was?
I've taken no steps other than keeping this stuff on my channel.
But this wasn't on your channel, you said.
What are you referring to?
Paragraph 105.
To that, what was the question?
You said that my client
Okay, hold on.
posted on a video on her channel that she
Oh, then I didn't.
said you had sexual intercourse
Yeah, I didn't do.
with, I'm sorry, I have not finished my question.
Okay.
That she said on her channel that you had sexual intercourse, a YouTube by Dolly Vision, and then you had previously stated that you couldn't say exactly what QB said because you'd have to see the video.
Uh-huh.
So I'm asking what steps you took to preserve the video that you're basing the allegation of paragraph 105 on.
Sure. So I've got a spreadsheet that I prepared related to this. I consider it kind of work product.
Did you receive a call from someone saying QB, quote, did so what she said, but I don't think she's the one that was selling anything to children, end quote?
That is correct.
Did you respond with, oh, no, she was? The court record said her name, not the deceased person's name, end
That's
quote.
that's correct.
You respond, oh, no, she was. The court record said her name, not the deceased person, end quote, correct?
Right.
What court record?
I'm pretty sure it would have been the court records we're referring to related to what was emailed to me, the packet for her, their incident.
We were talking earlier about a packet of information that you later got from, or as you testified today, that you later got from the blank PD, but someone else may have emailed you a copy of before, right?
Correct. And then the ordered package,
Well,
just the initial package because it wasn't done. Like, I didn't order them.
okay.
You're asking for,
Are those two packages exactly identical?
no,
Okay, so when you said court record, it didn't necessarily mean court records. It could mean
Right,
police reports.
yes, sir.
Okay.
I think because when you're live,
I'm sorry. The answer is yes, right?
yes, sir.
Can people be arrested and charged without actually committing a crime?
I just went through it, so yes.
Okay, and then you say you just went through it. Was that the case down in Tennessee?
Yes.
So a charge isn't necessary proof of something, is it?
It is not proof of anything.
What's the age of a majority in Illinois?
21, I think. Is that what you're asking?
No, I asked you what is the age of majority is.
Are you saying like 17, 18? I don't know. I have no earthly idea what your age is here.
Okay, do you know what a minor is?
Yes, it's under the age of 18.
Have you filed taxes for the past 4 years?
Yes. The only outstanding taxes are due right now are 2023 and 2024.
Okay, so in 2023, did you file an income tax return for that year?
No.
Okay, and then what steps have you taken to preserve your 2021 tax return?
It stayed where it's been since. I haven't looked for it, haven't seen it. It's been filed, so I know that the IRS has it.
How much has your revenue went down since QB allegedly defamed you?
So I was let me
10%, 10%,
let me let me
20%?
I can't answer that in percentage.
How would you find out the answer to that question?
I would have to research the Cash Apps, the Venmos, the and the YouTubes back then. I was getting more cash type app payments versus ad revenue payments, and now it's just the opposite. I'm more ad revenue than Cash App or Venmo. I make very little money on.
So, are you unable to say as you sit here today whether or not your revenues went down or up since QB allegedly defamed you?
They definitely went down. They didn't start coming back until the initiation of this lawsuit when they were forced to leave my account alone.
I want to know how you're going to, like, how you can say that these numbers, the revenue going up and down, is attributed to her as opposed to you saying that you want someone to die in a gas chamber or Donald Trump is getting elected and the news cycle being different or your legal troubles in Tennessee.
I would like.
How are you going to specify that it is due to QB's actions in defaming you as opposed to something else?
She directed all of this.
She directed the election of Donald Trump?
No, she did not. You're starting to be confusing, and I feel like that's a little bit. So let's back up here.
No, we don't have to back up.
The question.
My question for you is, I'll just repeat it.
Then let's leave
How are you going?
politics out of this, please.
How are you going to say that the revenue going down is attributable that QB was the cause of it as opposed to something else going on in the world?
Sure. You just stopped me from answering that very question. You just stopped me. Because I have heard her direct these people. She can't do that by herself.
I'm asking, how did QB defamatory statement, not anything else she did, cause your revenue to go down?
Because she humiliated me, embarrassed me, and had people leave.
So she had people leave?
I've asked.
Does the defamatory statement make people leave?
Objection. I think this is starting to become oppressive because I've asked. You've asked me. I've answered.
But we would contend that you haven't, and I'd ask you to answer it again then, if you believe you have. How did QB's statement that you had sexual intercourse with Dolly cause your YouTube channel to go down in revenue?
She had people go over there and...
Non-responsive. I'm not asking what people did. I'm asking how her statement...
Because when you... Okay.
Singular statement.
Okay.
Okay, let's slow down.
So let me come back.
Hold on.
Let me answer the question.
No, hold on. Take a break.
No, I need to answer the question.
Let's please slow down.
I need you to quit confusing me and let me answer the question, so...
Go ahead. Just slow down.
Okay, so...
Have you applied for any jobs that you have not gotten since our client defamed you allegedly?
They've destroyed my name. Anybody put my name in a... No.
Non-responsive?
No.
Is the answer you have not?
No.
Applied for?
The answer is no.
Ma'am, I know that you're getting upset, but I do need to finish questions. Otherwise, we will not have a clear record. So my question for you is, have you applied for any jobs and not gotten them since my client allegedly defamed you?
I've applied for no jobs.
Okay, has YouTube ever terminated your account?
Yes, they have.
But your account is up right now, right?
That's correct.
So what do you mean by terminated?
So they were in the process of banning my account for copyright infringement from somebody that was working with Queen. We had from December on, she had been working with several people.
You use the word, quote, terminated, that your account was terminated, correct?
It was.
Would suspended also be an accurate word?
This was scheduled for termination, a full ban of my account.
Okay, so it was scheduled for termination?
7 days.
It was scheduled for termination in 7 days?
Yes, sir.
And it was scheduled for termination in 7 days because of 3 copyright strikes,
Yes,
correct?
sir.
Okay, and there were 3 copyright strikes, at least 3, that were submitted against the Bullhorn Betty YouTube channel, correct?
That is correct.
And those were not submitted directed by Queen Bee, were they?
No, they were not.
And because of those 3 copyright strikes, YouTube informed you that your account would be terminated in 7 days, correct?
That is correct.
Okay, yet your account was not terminated, correct?
That is correct.
Okay.
Can I elaborate on that?
You cannot. And my client is not someone named person who struck BHB's channel, correct?
I think that's, yeah, it might be the right spelling.
My client isn't that person, right?
Your client is not that person. I was completely locked out of my account.
For how long?
I think it went on for 14 days or 7 days, 7 to 14 days. This nightmare went on. I ended up having to call the FBI.
That's unresponsive. I'm just asking for how long. Do you believe that suspension of account is the same thing as termination of account?
No.
So, was your account suspended or terminated?
It was being terminated, sir.
Was your account suspended for 7 to 14 days or was it terminated for 7 to 14 days?
The way the rules work is whenever you have a suspension or a termination.
Non-responsive.
I'm answering your question. Whenever you have a termination or a suspension, you have 7 days to fight it. And I was in my 7 days to fight it. My account was terminated. I had to fight like hell to get that account back.
Do you need to take a break?
Yes.
Okay. You just set it aside, but Exhibit A to the second amended complaint is the contract with YouTube that you claimed was tortiously interfered with, right?
Correct.
Was provision of that contract, did YouTube breach, if any?
They terminated my account. I was no longer going to be able to make money on that particular account. I was canceled. Canceled!
A, to your second amended complaint, YouTube never terminated it, correct?
Not officially.
They didn't terminate it, correct?
Not officially. Only once was I able to speak to them by email, and that was when they were trying to terminate the account. And it was a serious matter. So I had an actual person that I was working with directly.
Okay, so everything you stated there was true.
Opinion-based.
Do
I believe I have 192,000 viewers? Yes, I do. But do I believe people from all over the world somewhere in this country know who Bullhorn Betty is? Yes. Do politicians in the state of Florida know who I am personally? Yes. All these statements are true, but I know where you're going with this, and I want to clarify that those are my opinions.
Where do you think I'm going with it?
I'll leave it at that.
Where do you think I'm going with it?
You're trying to establish that I'm a public person, and I am not. I'm private.
Are you verified on X?
I am.
Formerly known as Twitter?
Yes.
Did you screenshot the process of doing it?
No.
You knew that part of this case is about whether or not you're a public figure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hyperbole doesn't.
There's no question pending. What steps did you take to preserve the information that you submitted to Facebook to get verified?
Nothing.
Why not?
It was on the app. How do you preserve an app? How do you preserve an app? I don't.
Did you ever ask anyone how to preserve what you did to get verified on Facebook?
Everything that I have has been preserved since the action has come up, with the exception of one video being deleted by your client.
Okay, are you able to generate a list of the members of this coffee club?
Yeah, we have a membership list as well as subscriber lists. I'll have to be screen captured. I don't know how to get those lists other than, screen capture for my computer. I don't think it's downloadable.
Have you ever checked YouTube reports on how to download that list?
No.
Have you tried looking on YouTube to see if you could?
I don't even really look at those metrics, honestly.
Do you remember being served with a request for production that gave you a link to instructions on how to download reports from YouTube?
I do remember seeing a footnote related to C. Yes, sir. That you put on my document. Yes, sir.
Did you ever click that hyperlink?
I did. I clicked on the hyperlink and saw the instructions, but I didn't because we were having issues with scope.
What steps did you take to preserve emails you received from YouTube since you filed your lawsuit?
I haven't deleted anything.
What steps have you taken to preserve emails?
To keep them there.
I'm sorry, I haven't completed my question. What steps have you taken to preserve emails from YouTube that you've received since this case began?
I don't delete. That's one of the worst.
But you haven't taken any steps to preserve them.
Other than leaving them there.
Okay, so other than the allegation that QB stated on BHB's channel that BHB had sexual intercourse with YouTuber by the name of Dollyvision, aka Dollyvision, and I'm sorry for reading quickly, I realized I was doing that. Is that the only defamatory statement that appears in your second amended complaint?
I don't believe so, but...
Sorry? The only one that is still part of this case.
I don't know how to answer that.
How much money did you get in that?
I want to say like 5, maybe 6,000 so far.
Okay, and what do you do with that money?
It's all been spent to my attorney. My attorneys cost me a lot of money there.
Okay, you mentioned this legal trouble in Tennessee.
Uh-huh.
How do you attribute revenue going up? Okay, when was the Bullhorn Betty YouTube channel first monetized?
Oh, I really don't know. If I recall, it was within a month, maybe. I don't know.
3 iPhones?
2 to 3.
2 to 3 iPhones, 3 Samsungs?
At least.
At least 3 Samsungs, a Motorola, an LG that you've all had in your possession at some point since 2023, correct?
21, 23.
So two iPhones, 3 Samsungs since 2023?
Yes, that sounds about right.
What contact information do you have for her?
We coordinate through the channel email as well as telephone number.
What the channel email?
I wouldn't be able to tell you that. I'll have to get back to you, the one on my email for her.
What? So you said the channel email a moment ago.
Blank.
What? Okay, but you communicate using that Gmail account with her email account. You don't recall what her email account is at this moment?
Right. It's very limited. Most of our stuff is by text.
Question, do you have any other YouTube channels?
Answer, yes, sir, I do.
Question, what are they?
Answer, well, I had a secondary account, Bullhorn Betty Crime Stories, which was taken down for, I don't know what. It was part of this thing that was recently returned back to me within 427 subscribers. And then I have the secondary Bullhorn Betty Crime Stories that has about 9,000.
Question, okay, so the answer to my question is yes, 2.
Answer, I think there might be some other ones I've set up but I've never used. I think I've got one called Bullhorn Betty Coffee House, no videos, no activities. I think Missing in Plain Sight, again, another channel that was set up with a different, thought process in mind that I never, so there's more than 2, but 2 active channels that I'm utilizing. So I want to make sure that's clear.
Question, okay.
Answer, the other prior channels have no activity. I haven't posted on them, posted videos, anything. They're just set up for other projects.
Are you verified on other social media platforms?
I think X is the only one I'm verified on currently.
Have you ever said about QB that she is a despicable woman that sold drugs to children?
I think she's a despicable woman. I'm pretty sure I did say those things.
Did you say she is a despicable woman that sold drugs to children?
I'm pretty sure I made those statements. Yes, sir.
Have you ever told her that or said about her that people who are supporting her are, quote, supporting a woman who has harmed a child and children, and not just a child, children?
And I do stand behind that.
I'm asking whether or not you said it.
Yep. Yes, sir. Sorry. This year.
Okay.
Or I lost it maybe November of last year. Something triggered the new number.
Did Molly Golightly ever ask you or say she gave drugs to kids and you said yes?
I believe there was something on her channel that something to that effect, but I'm sure we're going to see it, so I'll answer it after we watch it.
No, I'm going for your answer now.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure something to that effect. I don't know verbatim.
You testified today that you have had sex with Dolly Vision, you had sex with JLR, that your account was suspended for 7 days, and you weren't able
That's not
to monetize it for 7 to 14 days, correct?
That is incorrect.
Which part of that is incorrect?
You keep saying it was suspended. It was terminated. I received a termination letter that it would be finally they gave you a 7-day grace period, and within that 7-day grace period before the final termination, it is where I was at. I was only in a grace period of the termination. I want to make sure that that's clear for the record. This is not a suspension. They were terminating my account, and I was within my grace period.
Okay. I have no further questions. Thank you for your time. Thank you. Phillips, I'd like the record to reflect that BHB's voice raised no less than 3 times, and she was jabbing her finger in the air during that response. I'm going to object that the response is non-responsive in that it's discussing things that do not actually have anything to do with QB's allegedly defamatory statement. Miss Russo, ma'am, I'm going to intervene
Okay.
right now and say something. This is maybe the 3rd or 4th time this has happened. Now, you're starting to raise your voice, and I'm just going to ask you to control that little bit.
It's going to happen. We're getting into some
I'm just
sensitive topics.
no, I'm just telling you in a deposition, I'm just asking you to control your voice a little bit. That's all.